center of your mat. And then stick it between your feet. So your feet are like this, stick it between your feet. And sit down. So you're sitting in simple seated pose, but you're on the block, so it should be comfy. Right? Everybody's comfy? Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna start with our hands on our lap, shoulders drawing back and down. Look up a little bit so that you're looking above eye level and you're not kind of slouching down. We're gonna start here. Welcome everybody to yoga. So shoulders back and down, eyes closed, hands resting on your thighs, and your head is lifted just a little bit. We spend so much time looking down that it feels good to look up. You know, have your head in a neutral position. So hold yourself there, close your eyes, relax, and breathe. Try to spend the next few minutes just concentrating on your breath. And as we say in yoga, just eliminating all extraneous thoughts from your mind. Getting into the yoga zone. To your sides. Take a nice breath, reach your arms up overhead. Draw your hands into prayer. And take a nice breath, reach up and out to the side. And again, a nice deep breath in, reach those arms up into prayer. And one more time, we're going to come up and take it out to the side. Shoulders drawing back and down, roll those shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's go backwards. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Let's roll our shoulders back and hold. Draw your chin down to your chest. It right there. When you're ready, take a nice breath and draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Everything back down to your chest. Left ear, left shoulder. And everything back down to your chest. Right ear, right shoulder. And everything back to your chest. One more time, left to your left shoulder and back down to your chest. Now let's take it around the world. We're going to take it to the right. Look up at the sky. To the left, back to your chest. Take it to the left and up and right and back to your chest. Let's go right and back and left. One more time. Left and back and right and chest. Now take your hands behind your head. Just add a little pressure, elbows in. You decide what works best for you here. Feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck. Hold it right there. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, blow it out. One more nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Let's lift our head to neutral. Bring your arms out to the side. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Then take a breath and draw your right elbow down and your left elbow up. Feel the stretch in that shoulder. Take your head, lean against that arm and feel that nice stretch in your shoulder area. Hold it right there. In neutral. And come on back to the center. Take it over to the other side. Right arm comes up, left arm goes down. Hold it right there. Let's come back to the center. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Take a nice breath and reach back and lift up, feeling the nice stretch in your chest area. Draw those arms to your right hip. Take a breath and draw your right ear to your right shoulder. You feel that neck stretching? Once you get there, just gently rock your head a little bit side to side. Going back to neutral, lift your head up. Reach your arms out to the side. Let's take our palms up and down, and 2, and down. Good. And 3, and down. One more. 4, and down. Let's interlace our fingers behind our back one more time. Switch to the opposite way you had before. Reach back and lift up and hold. Feel that nice stretch in that upper body area. Place those fists on your left hip. Take a breath and draw your left ear to your left shoulder. Keep both shoulders down. Try not to hike them up towards your ears. And then once you get there, you just rock your head left and right and left and right and left and right and left and right. Come back to the center. Release your head back to neutral. Release your hands. Draw your hands forward. Palms are facing up. You're going to take a breath. Lean slightly forward, fingertips on the mat. Then you're going to roll your arms out so that your palms come toward the floor. Not necessarily to the floor, just toward the floor. So that you feel that nice stretch in your wrists, forearms, and biceps. You do whatever works best for you. Right here. When you've had enough of that, we're going to take our hands and place them in a neutral position. Keeping your back straight, walk your fingertips to the left, and then reach as long as you can with that right arm and feel the nice stretch in your back. Let's come through the center and take it over to the other side and reach with that left arm. Feel a nice stretch from your hip all the way to your little pinky. We're going to come back to the center. We're going to walk our hands back in. Come back to your seated position. Reach your hands up overhead and draw your right arm, your right hand, to the back of your right shoulder, stretching out those tricep muscles. Reach your hands up overhead. Draw your right hand down to the mat and really reach nice and long with that left arm. Feel a nice stretch in that waistline. Come back up to the center. Left hand comes down to your left shoulder, reaching that right arm up and over. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Your abs are in neutral. You're not arching your back or rounding your spine. Feeling the nice stretch in the tricep area. Reach your hands up overhead. Left hand comes down to the mat. We take a nice breath and bend over to the side. We're going to take a nice breath. We're going to come forward around. Right hand comes down and left hand goes up. Try that going the other way. Bring it around and right hand goes up. Let's take it around and left hand goes up. One more time, around and right hand goes up. Coming back to the center, lift that left arm up to meet your right, and then take a breath and fold forward into an extended child's pose. Once you get there, take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, blow it out. One more nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Now take a breath, come forward to all fours. Place your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. You can move the block over to the side, and then let's do a little bit of cat and cow. We're gonna arch and round. We're gonna arch and round. Inhale as you arch and exhale as you round. One more time, arch and round. Now come to a nice flat back, curl your toes under. Take a breath, press back to an extended child's pose. Come forward into all fours. Do that again, take it back. Getting a little movement going here and forward. Take it on back and bring it forward. One more time, it's back and forward. Now take a breath from here. Press yourself up to a down dog. Hold yourself right there. Once you get there, you're gonna come forward back to your knees and back to your extended child pose. Take it to all fours, pressing back to your down dog. Nice flow here to your knees, pressing it back, taking it forward and lifting back up. A few more times, take it on down, press it on back, take it forward and lift it back up. How about one more time? It's down and take it forward and back and up. Now once you get to your down dog, just bend your right leg and bend your left and bend your right leg and bend your left and bend your right leg and bend your left. Let's bend our right leg and left. Come back to a full down dog. Take a breath and take yourself forward in your plank. Press it back to your down dog. Take it forward in your plank and press back to your down dog. Two more forward in your plank. Press back to your down dog. One more time, forward in your plank and press back to your down dog. Now we're going to take a breath and come forward in our plank. Gracefully lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Reach long with your legs. Grab hold of your butt cheeks, push them away so you're rooting your pelvis into the mat. Let's warm up that back a little bit, shoulders back and down. Suck your abs in and up, always keep them tucked in nice and tight. Inhale and lift your chest, lower back down. Try that again. Lift your chest and lower back down. With your hands on your butt cheeks, you can feel whether you're keeping your pelvis rooted or not. Lift it back up and lower back down. Now place your hands underneath your shoulder blades. Slide your hands back so your elbows are in line with your wrists. Curl your toes under and press back to an extended child's pose. Once you get there, take a nice deep breath in and exhale, blow it out. One more nice deep breath in, blow it out. Let's take a breath and lift ourselves up to our down dog and pause. We're going to take a breath. We're going to come forward in our plank. We're going to come all the way down onto our belly. We're going to reach long with our legs, grab our butt cheeks, and root that pelvis down into the mat. This time, take your arms to two 90-degree angles off the side of your mat. Shoulders back and down. Keeping that pelvis rooted, lift your chest just a little bit. Lower down, Gecko Cobra. Lift your chest just a little bit and lower back down. Keep your head in alignment with your spine so you're lifting and lowering that chest, not just bobbing your head up and down. And down. Hands underneath your shoulder blades. Slide your hands back. Curl your toes under. Take a nice breath and press back to your extended child's pose. Once you get there, you're going to take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, blow it out. One more nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Let's take a breath in, lift to our down dog and pause. We're going to take it forward one more time. We're going to come all the way down onto our belly. We're going to draw our shoulders back and down, reach long with our legs, root that pelvis. Now elbows are in line with your wrists, shoulders are back and down. Lift to a baby cobra, skimming the rib cage with those elbows, come back down. Baby cobra, and come back down. Baby cobra, and come back down. Remember, it doesn't matter how high you get. Baby cobra, and come back down. Curl those toes under. Take a breath and press back to your extended child's pose. Once again, you're going to take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, blow it out. One more nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Take a breath, lift yourself up to your down dog and pause. Come forward in your plank. Come down onto your belly. Reach long with those legs, root that pelvis. This time you choose cobra, or if you're warmed up and up, you can take it to your up dog. Wherever you decide to go from here, take it back to your down dog and pause. Let's try that one more time. We're going to come forward in our plank. We're going to come down onto our belly. We're going to press the tops of our feet into the mat and draw our shoulders back and down. We're going to lift to our cobra or up dog and take it back to our down dog and pause. You can continue with that. We're going to take it up to our vinyasa, where we come forward, bend our elbows, lift up, and take it back. Let's try that one more time. Come on forward, take it down, lift up, and take it on back. Now once you get back there, walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees, place your chest on your thighs. I don't care if your knees are very, very bent, just place your chest on your thighs. You're stretching out your back here. See if you can take your hands behind your legs, palms together, and just hang your head and hold. Lift your head. Take your forearms, place them on your thighs. Take your feet, take your toes, lift them up off the mat. To make sure you're balanced properly, all four corners of your feet are holding you up, hold yourself right there. See if you can keep your toes off the mat, keep your legs and your lower body where they are, and reach your hands forward for your chair pose. Let's take a breath and stand ourselves all the way up. Spread those toes and place them back on the mat. Swing your hands around and bring everything back to your mountain pose with your hands in prayer. Let's take a nice deep breath in. We're going to exhale and swan dive forward. Place your hands on your shins and lift. And exhale and fold. Walk your hands out to a plank position and pause. When you're ready, lift your right leg up and step your right foot right between your legs with as many steps as you need to get yourself into that lunge. Bring your back knee down. Place your right hand onto your right thigh. Place your left hand on the mat. Take a breath and leaving your lower body exactly where it is. Look over your shoulder. You feel the twist in that waist? Hold it right there. If you're feeling groovy and you want to take it up a notch, take a breath and just lift your back leg off the mat. Your back knee, over. There you go. If you want to take it up one more time, reach your right arm up toward the sky without moving those hips. Place your right hand back on the mat, framing your right leg. Step back to your plank. You can take it to a child's pose. You can take it directly to your down dog, or if you'd like, you can go through a vinyasa. It's totally up to you as to what you decide to do at this particular point in time. And then when you're ready, we will reconvene in our down dog. We're going to come forward in our plank one more time. Suck those abs in, take a breath, and step your left foot forward into your lunge with as many steps as you need to get that left knee in line with that heel. Then bring your back knee down. Plant your right hand. Place your left hand on your left thigh. Take a nice breath and twist yourself over to the left. If you're feeling groovy and you want to take it up a notch, take a breath and lift that back knee off the mat without moving those hips. And last time, one more time, take a breath if you'd like. Reach that left arm way up toward the sky. Float that left hand down to the mat. Step yourself back to your plank, and once again, your options: child's pose, directly to down dog, or if you're feeling groovy and you want to do a vinyasa flow, you can always throw in a vinyasa flow. You decide what works best for you. Then when you're ready, walk your hands back to your feet. See if you can hook your fingers and grab your big toes. Bend your knees as much as you have to get your chest on your thighs. Fold over your legs. See if you can straighten your legs out just a little bit. Big toe hold. Feel a nice stretch in that back and in those hamstrings. Place your chest on your thighs. Lift your toes up off the mat. Reach your hands forward and then see if you can stand up without using the assistance of your hands. Place your feet back, the toes back on the mat. Swing your hands around, coming back to your prayer position. Let's take a nice deep breath in. We're going to exhale and swan dive forward. Place your hands on your shins and lift. And exhale and fold. Walk yourself out to your plank position one more time. Take that right foot, step it through to your lunge with as many steps as you need to get that knee in line with your heel. This time you're going to take your back foot and angle it to the side. Take your right forearm, place it on your right thigh, and then take a breath and lift up to your modified extended angle pose. Reaching long with that left arm, try to keep your left hand, shoulder, hip, and heel in one straight line. If you're feeling groovy and you want to take it up a notch, take your right hand to the inside of your right leg and balance without the assistance of that upper body. Float your right hand to the mat behind your right foot. Left hand comes down, we shimmy around to our lunge. Let's plant our hand, step back to our plank, and go through our vinyasa. Once you get back to your down dog, we're going to do the other side. Take a breath and come forward. Step that left foot forward to your lunge. Angle your back leg to the side. Left forearm goes onto your left thigh. Let's take a breath and lift ourselves up to our modified extended angle pose. If you want to take it up a notch, you can take that left hand down to the inside of your left leg using your core strength to help balance you in your extended angle pose. When you're ready, swing it around to your lunge. Plant your hand, step back to your plank. Go through your vinyasa or skip it. Once you get back to your down dog, walk your hands back to your feet. Lift your right foot up, put your hand right underneath it. Lift your left foot up, put your hand right underneath it. Bend your knees and fold over your legs, giving yourself a little bit of a break. Take the balls of your feet and rock them right and left, and right and left, and right and left, and right and left. We're going to come back to the center. We're going to release our hands from the mat. We're going to walk our fingertips down just a little bit and see if we can lift to monkey pose. Straight back, straight arms, straight legs. If you have to compromise anything, bend your knees if you have tight hammies. Hold yourself right there. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, blow it out. One more nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Now squeeze those legs nice and tight. See if you can place your hands on your hips and slowly stand yourself up to a standing position. Swing those hands around, drawing your hands back into prayer. Last piece here. Let's take a nice deep breath in. We're going to exhale and swan dive forward. Place your hands on your shins and lift. And exhale and fold. Walk yourself out to your plank position and pause. This time, take your right hand, your right leg to the outside of your right hand. And just rock yourself forward and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. And 5 and back. Come back to the center. Walk yourself around to the side of your mat, coming to a nice wide straddle. Nice wide straddle here. And then once you get there, walk your hands forward just a little bit, and then press back so that you're in a down dog with nice wide legs. Should feel really good. Let's lift our head up. Walk your fingertips in so that your wrists are right below your shoulders. Then you're going to take your right hand to the center, left hand on your hips. So take your left hand on the small of your back, make sure your hips are even and they don't move, and slowly look over your left shoulder and twist a little bit to the left. And come back to the center. Take your left hand, place it on the mat, right hand on your hips, make sure your hips are even, and then you take a breath and twist the other way. And come back to the center. Place your hands back down on the mat. Walk your fingertips forward, swing it around to your lunge. Once you get there, step back to your plank. Go through your vinyasa or skip it, whatever works best for you. Remember, vinyasas are optional, so you don't have to do them every single time. We're going to come forward into our plank. We're going to step our left foot to the outside of our left hand. Rock it forward and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. And 5 and back. take it around to the side to our wide straddle. Your heels, feet are parallel. Place your hands right in between your feet. Take a breath and slowly fold over your legs. Maybe you get your head down to the mat, maybe not. Once you get there, close your eyes, relax, and breathe. Let's lift our head. Let's walk our fingertips out. Straighten out your arms, straighten out your legs. Bend your right leg and straighten your right leg. Bend your left leg and straighten your left leg. Bend your right leg and straighten your right leg. And bend your left and straighten your leg. Now bend your left leg, turn it to the side as you walk yourself around to your lunge position. Plant your hands, step back to your plank, go through your vinyasa or skip it. Once you're ready, take yourself back to your hands back to your feet. You're going to take a breath here. You're going to lift yourself up. Swing your hands around and into prayer. The hard part's over now. Let's do some balancing. You can stay on your mat or you can step off your mat. Some people feel a little bit more comfortable when they're on the flat floor. So you decide what works for you. With your hands in prayer, shift your weight into your left leg and just lift your right leg up to a tree pose. Make sure that when you lift that right leg up, it can be anywhere on that left leg, but just not digging into your kneecap. And once you're nice and balanced, take a breath and reach your hands up to a nice wide Y shape. Hold yourself right there. Bring your hands back into prayer. Bring your right foot down to the mat. Let's shift our weight to the right and lift our left leg up. Take a breath when you're ready and reach your hands up to the sky. Bring that left foot down. Bring your hands back to prayer. Let's step on the back of our mat if we're not already there. Take a nice deep breath in, reach up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Take it out to your plank position, and once you get all the way out there, come down onto your belly. Let's take our right hand out to the side. Slowly roll yourself onto your right side and feel the stretch in that shoulder. Let's come back onto our belly. Left hand goes out to the side, right hand underneath, and we're going to roll onto our left side, feeling the nice stretch in our shoulder. Let's come back to the center. Reach your arms out to the side, arms out to the side. See if you can take your right leg, bend your knee, and come to half a frog. If you're feeling groovy and you want to take it up a notch, just straighten your leg and you'll feel a nice stretch in that inner thigh area. We're going to bend our knee. We're going to bring that leg back to our neutral position. And take a nice breath and take your left leg out to the side. If you so desire, you can straighten that leg and feel a little bit deeper stretch in that inner thigh. It all depends on what works best for you today. And let's bend our knee and bring our leg back to neutral. Now take your right hand, swing it around to the left side of your mat. Take your left arm, swing it around to the right side of your mat. Take a look at which arm is closest to your nose. And then walk your arms out Walk them out until you feel a stretch in that upper back and that upper body area. Knot pose. Hold yourself there. Now take a look at which arm is closest to your nose. You're going to take your arms out to the side and then do the other side. So you're going to take your left arm across, right arm on top. So make sure it's the opposite arm is closest to your nose. And then walk your hands out and fold over your legs. Good. Now you know why this is called knot pose. Because you feel like you're tied up in knots. Release your hands. Bring them to your sides. Rest your right cheek on the mat and hold. Lift your head up and lift your left cheek and hold. Back to the center, head in neutral. Reach for your right foot, bend that right leg, and tuck your heel in toward the outside of your butt cheeks. See if you can reach your left arm long and just hold yourself right there. You feel the stretch in your hip flexor and in the top of your leg, your quads. Bring that leg down. Reach forward with your right arm. Reach back with your left. See if you can grab your left foot, take a breath, and tuck that heel in toward your hip. And release. Let's take our hands by our shoulder blades. Slide your arms back and down. Roll your shoulders back. Lift yourself up to all fours. Once you get there, place your right leg in the center of your mat and cross your left leg behind your right. See if you can get your feet out to the side and press yourself back toward an extended child's pose to the point where you feel a nice stretch in your hips. You're not going to be all the way down to the floor by any means, but you will get down far enough so that you feel those hips stretching, and it should feel really good. Let's come back to our neutral position. Unhook your legs, left leg in the center, right leg behind your left. Take a breath and come back to that position that feels good for you. And yes, one side is going to feel very different than the other. Because as much as we try to keep everything symmetrical, we're all screwed up, and that's just the bottom line. If you're left-handed, you tend to use one side more than the other. Right-handed, one side more than the other. So you're always going to have one side that feels different than the other. Let's come back to the center. Unhook those legs. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And take your hips right. Just rock it. And left. And right. And left. And right. And left. And right. And left. We're coming back to the center. We're going to curl our toes under, curl your toes under, and then come down onto your forearms. All right? Put your hands together in prayer, and then take a breath and slowly draw yourself back. trying to get your triceps to the mat. So this is more upper body. We are throwing in a little bit of feet here, but you should feel this in your upper body go down as low as you can until you feel that stretch in the top of your arms. Hold it right there and breathe. Come on back up. Come back to all fours. With your toes curled under, swing your right hand around and swing your left hand around so that your fingertips are facing your knees. We got it. And you should feel your stretch in, again, your biceps, wrists, and forearms. Once you get there, arch your back. Round your spine. Arch your back. And round your spine. And arch your back. And round your spine. And arch your back. And round your spine. Now come to a nice flat back. Place your hands back into neutral. With your toes curled under, walk yourself back and sit on your feet. You'll feel your toes stretching here, your feet stretching. Arms out to two 90-degree angles. Take your right arm above your left and hook your arms into eagle arms, reaching up toward the sky. Let's take our arms out to the side. And we're going to do the other side. Left arm comes into the crease of the right, and we lift ourselves up and hold. Let's release our arms. Lift up onto your knees. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Reach your arms up overhead, grab your left forearm with your right hand, and bend yourself over to the side. And come back to the center. Left arm goes onto your right hand, and we reach. And come back to the center. Swing your hands around and into prayer. Scoot your feet to the left, sit down so that your feet are to the left, and then grab your left shin. Bend over to the side and hold. Mermaid. Come back to the center. Swing your feet around to the other side and take it up and over and hold. And come back to the center. Swing your feet around to the front. Scoot yourself forward and lift yourself up to your modified boat pose. Grab underneath your thighs, roll down onto your back, and then gently rock yourself from side to side. Getting ready for our Shavasana. When you're ready, place your legs into a loose butterfly. Reach your arms up to a nice Y shape. We're going to start our final relaxation in this position. So let's close our eyes, relax, and breathe. Remember, with your Shavasana, the idea is to close your eyes, relax, concentrate on your breathing, eliminate any extraneous thoughts from your mind, and allow your body to absorb all of the work that you've done today. ready, just roll to your right side into your fetal position, where we'll rest for a breath or two. When you're ready, slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And once you get there, we're just going to take a nice deep breath in, reach up. Exhale those arms into prayer. And take a nice deep breath in, reach up. Draw those arms out to the side. Take a nice deep breath in, reach those arms up into prayer and back to your heart center. And last time, take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, bow to your heart center. Namaste.